More time for the city. Why a multi-million-dollar piece of San Diego's convention center plan is being pushed back. And a local environmental group comes out against one of the proposals for the Mission Valley Stadium site.
I know it becomes kind of a cry wolf that it's going to be the worst fire season, and we are actually seeing that right now with the fires that we have.
KPBS talks with San Diego's new fire chief about California's record-breaking fires and how local firefighters are being challenged.
I think it's going to impact about 20,000 students this fall with a savings of, I think it's close to $2 million.
And the textbook program at San Diego State University that's helping students save money on their education. KPBS Evening Edition starts right now. Warmer than usual temperatures will last throughout the week. Erin Calandra has details in tonight's forecast.
Happy Monday to you. I hope your work week got off to a great start. Taking a look at what's going on the satellite radar. Well, not much. It's pretty quiet across San Diego County, but it's not going to stay that way. Those interior areas, the deserts and the mountains, you're going to see a couple of showers and storms popping up as early as tomorrow. So for tonight, it's quiet. Borrego Springs 79, Mount Laguna at 62. San Diego still running warm for our overnights at 72 degrees. Our highs are around 75. 76 for this time of year, so 72 is awfully close to that. It's going to be humid too, so it's going to feel a bit sticky out there. Hot in the deserts tomorrow. We have this nice cool breeze coming off of the coast, so that's going to keep the beach communities looking a-okay. It's going to be very nice. Oceanside 81 tomorrow. San Diego also at 81. Again, that's above average, but pretty pleasant. Chula Vista 79 degrees. And then the deserts, it's going to be hot, 105 with showers, perhaps a storm. Mount Laguna at 78 degrees. Now here we are midweek. Expect to see pretty dry conditions all in all. Monsoon moisture is going to get pushed off to the east, so we'll see fewer showers and storms across the deserts. Now along the coast, very comfortable cruising right around 81 to 80 degrees all week with some sun, a couple of clouds. Inland, we're going to be in those upper 80s. Until Friday, we drop down to 85. That's going to be a beautiful weekend for everyone with lots of sunshine. In the mountains, again, could see a stray shower or storm tomorrow, but then drier the rest of the week and pleasant with temperatures in the upper 70s. And in the deserts, again, shower, perhaps a storm on Tuesday. It's going to be hot, as it always is, at 105. And then 106 by Wednesday, staying sunny and dropping just a couple of degrees by the weekend. 103 for the high. For KPBS News, I'm Erin Calandra. Ebony, back to you.
Balboa Park and the Spreckels Organ Society hosts a silent movie night this evening. KPBS film critic Beth Accomando says you won't want to miss it.
Tonight at the Spreckels Organ Pavilion in Balboa Park, you have the rare treat of seeing a silent film as it was meant to be seen, with live music. Organist Stephen Ball takes the stage for a screening of Harold Lloyd's 1923 comedy classic, Safety Last. The famous stunt of Lloyd hanging off a clock tower inspired a scene in Jackie Chan's 1983 Hong Kong action film, Project A. Enjoy the iconic Safety Last from one of the greatest physical comedians of all time. And it's free. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
Silent Movie Night is part of the Summer Organ Festival, which runs through September 3rd at Balboa Park. The weekend box office was dominated by Crazy Rich Asians. The film is being received as a culturally important moment in Hollywood. It's the first from a major American studio to have an all-Asian cast in 25 years. The film earned $26 million over the weekend.
I think that the rom-com just needed a fresh take. I think that studios need to understand that audiences are demanding new perspectives on stories, on fairy tales that maybe have existed in the past, but with a different perspective, you get some fresh things that can shake it up a bit. So, and I think you get some great discoveries of talent that you have never seen or have been exposed to, and they get to do things they don't get to do in other projects. So that is what I'm really excited for people to see.
Crazy Rich Asians is also part of a comeback story for its genre. Not a single major studio released a romantic comedy during last year's summer movie season. Tomorrow night, PBS will pay tribute to legendary comedian and actress Betty White. The new documentary was filmed over a 10-year period. Here's a portion of Betty White, First Lady of Television.
It was a variety show, and I would sing some songs, and we'd interview people. We had a live band, Frank Duvall and his orchestra. We would do live commercials. It was before tape. You didn't have anything you could cut away to a commercial. You were on, and you were doing the commercials.
And just 2 tablespoons, just this little bit, contains twice the iron in a pound of calf's liver.
I thought she was a great talent, being able to deliver a commercial, to sing, and to do interviews and whatnot. She was just magnificent. And she believed everything she said and did on the show.
I had this wonderful dancer, Arthur Duncan.
Arthur, did you have a nice weekend?
Sure did. I did something a little different. I rehearsed with a choral group that's going to do Christmas carols this Christmas.
Oh, wonderful. You're going around from house to house, or?
I think their plan is to go to hospitals and orphanages and things of that nature.
Well, that's a wonderful thing to do for Christmas season, Arthur.
The first TV show I'd ever been on, and I credit Betty White for really getting me started in show business, in television.
Arthur's all set for his number today. This is a fine number for him to do when he was rehearsing Christmas carols all day yesterday. Arthur Duncan and Sing You Sinners.
Sing you sinners, sing. Sing you sinners, sing, sing, sing. Sinners, drop everything and let the harmony ring up to heaven. Sing, sing you sinners.
Well, by now we were national, and we were all over the country, and all through the South, there was this whole ruckus. They were going to take our show off the air if we didn't get rid of Arthur because he was black.
Whenever there's music, the devil kicks.
People in the South, some of them resented me being on the show and wanted me thrown out. And it was never a question at all.
Evidently through the South at that point, it was a very heavy. So I said, I'm sorry, but, you know, he stays or live with it.
You know that things are right when you say, you sinners say.
Betty White, First Lady of Television, airs at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on KPBS.
I'm Judy Woodruff. Tonight on the NewsHour, what it means that the White House counsel has been cooperating with the Mueller investigation. Coming up at 7, right after Evening Edition on KPBS.
Now, here's a look at what we are working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. On Morning Edition, protesters in Uganda demanding the release of opposition lawmaker Bobi Wine. We'll profile the pop star turned politician, Uganda, Bobi Wine profile. And on Midday Edition, Gross Anatomy, dispatches from the front and back. The new book that looks at why we have smells, bumps, and leaky bits as part of the human body. That's tomorrow on KPBS Radio. You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org/evening edition. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.